welcome to another educational video about screen printing by Catspit Productions. Thanks a lot for clicking on my video today. I really appreciate your time and attention. Please remember that if you like my videos, you enjoy the tips, the tutorials, and all the information I give you, please make sure to support me here on YouTube. You can do so by commenting, rating thumbs up, and most importantly, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because that helps me continue the free production of all these videos right here on YouTube for you to enjoy 24/7 at your convenience. So please make sure to subscribe today. It makes kittens happy. Today, I wanted to quickly address a question that I've been getting a lot very recently. And I get this question a lot, periodically, but in the past couple of weeks, I think I've gotten this question at least 5 times. So it was time to make a video, all right? So, how do you size your artwork for the garments you're printing? Okay, normally we deal with what? Adult small through extra large or maybe even double extra large. Okay, so you're dealing with a shirt, an adult small, something like this, right? So what about when we go on the bigger sizes? How do we size the artwork so that it looks right? For instance, what happens if somebody orders a 5 double extra large? Okay, so what do you do? Well, here's what I do. This is the thing. For standard adult men's t-shirts, for adult small through extra large and even maybe double extra large, we're going to use the same size design. For women's wear or youth wear, we have to make a smaller design, okay? And for shirts that are maybe triple X, quadruple X, or 5 double X, okay, we really need to create a bigger piece of artwork for this, because if you use the standard piece of art, it's gonna get lost on a shirt this size. So for me, what I normally do is I have a size for adult men, small through extra large or double extra large. I'll probably use one size piece of film. Then I'll make a smaller design for women's shirts, because even though you get women's adult sizes, the adult women's shirts are much smaller than adult men's shirts. Basically, for men's adult sizes, small through double extra large, I'll probably use the same size piece of film, okay? For women's shirts, adult small through extra large or whatever women's, I will use a different size piece of film, which is a little bit smaller, because like I said, the adults women's wear, the sizing is going to be a lot smaller than adult men's wear. Okay, so basically if a customer orders men's adult shirts small through extra large or double X, and then they decide to order some women's styles, small through extra large or even double X, I will create 2 film positives and 2 screens, and I will tell the customer that the men's shirts are getting this size and the women's shirts are getting this size. But I don't charge them for 2 screens, because as the screen printer, I'm doing what needs to be done to produce the quality product the way it should be. Okay? Now, there will be situations in which the customer asks for something like a onesie, which these are not fun to print because they often require a special pallet. Okay, so when you're moving to youth or infant wear, that's going to require an even smaller design and special pallets. And I might add that women's adult wear may also require a smaller pallet. Okay, so keep in mind that the design that you are printing also has to go on the appropriate pallet for the design size. The artwork has to fit on the pallet, right? If the artwork doesn't fit on the pallet, you can't use this pallet. But also, the size of the garment that you're printing has to be able to fit on the right size pallet so that you can print it. Okay, so In this case, where you're talking about infant wear and youth wear, this will require a special setup, and that I would charge for. All right, so let's run that down one more time. Adult menswear, small through double extra large, I'm going to use the same size artwork. For adult women's wear, small through extra large or double extra large, I'm going to use a little bit smaller design. And I'll probably base the size of that design off of the smallest women's shirt that they're ordering. Follow? Okay? For those two types of things, I might not necessarily charge for the two different screens. When we move to youth or infant wear, which is going to require a special palette and special setup, that's where I will create an even smaller piece of artwork, a smaller screen, not a smaller screen, but a smaller piece of artwork on the screen, okay? That type of sizing and setup, you'll probably want to charge a certain fee for, okay? So now you're going to ask me, well, how do I size the artwork so that I know it's going to fit on the pallet? Well, that's really easy actually, and I was going to go into Illustrator and show you how to do this in Illustrator, but it's really easy. All you have to do is when you set up your canvas, the artboard, when you open the new document and create the document itself, just make it the size of your palette. Okay, so you can even save these as templates. You can actually make several Illustrator files or Corel Draw files, and you can say, this is an 8x10 youth template. And then when you open that, it's going to have your 8x10 artboard or canvas or document, and then you will know what space you have to work in that's going to fit on this palette. And it's a good idea to stay, you know, at least a ½ inch or so away from the edge. All right, so that's about it. Just remember that certain times you're going to want to charge for the change in artwork size when it's not a normal part of the order and it's kind of a special edition. Then you're going to want to charge for that resizing. But if it's a standard order and they're mixing men's and women's shirts in the order, that kind of thing is a little, in my opinion, I just do that. But make sure you tell the customer that they're going to print at different sizes. The women's shirts is going to be one size, the men's shirt's going to be another size. Okay? Also, keep in mind that you will need the correct pallet size for the garment you're printing. Okay? This pallet here is pretty small. This might be good for adult women's wear, whereas this pallet is very small and is going to be the type of palette that I'm going to use for infant wear or utes. Utes! Hey, utes! Right? We got some utes. Hey, we got some utes down there in the city and stuff. We got to print their shirts, huh? We got to put the utes on the ute palette. All right? So make sure you keep that in mind, and sometimes it's the best idea just to give away the sizing. It's not that big of a deal for you to make an extra screen when you're talking about a substantial order. So if the order, the dollar amount of the order is up there, then just do what you need to do to print what they ordered and don't charge them anything for it. Okay? I hope this helps out today. I hope I ran down everything that I wanted to. Sometimes I forget to include everything that I wanted to say. And I hope this helps you in sizing your artwork for screen printing t-shirts. And just remember, like I said, you can set up each palette size as the document in your vector art software, and you can save them in a folder as templates. So you can have an 8x10 template, palette template. You can have a 14x16 palette template. You can have a 16x18 palette template. And that way, each size of artwork that you know which palette you're going to be working with and you know which palette you want to put that particular size shirt on, you'll be able to size the artwork right in your software, and you won't have to do a printout and come out to the press and check it manually. Follow? All right? If you have any questions about it, please make sure to leave them in the comments, message me on YouTube, or of course you can message me through one of the contact us pages on one of my websites. Please remember that I sell screen printing equipment and supplies at catspitscreenprintsupply.com online, and we have a storefront right here in Phoenix, Arizona. So check out my websites catspitproductionsllc.com and catspitscreenprintsupply.com for more information about my store location and hours of operation. Thanks a lot for watching today. If you like what you see, rate, thumbs up, comment below, and you got it, subscribe. We'll see you next time.